Let's be honest. 1 in 2 men over 40 deals with some degree of erectile dysfunction, ED. By the time you hit your 60s, that number goes even higher. Yet, almost nobody talks openly about it. Instead, you struggle in silence, blame yourself, or rely on those quick fixes that only mask the symptoms. But what if I, as a urologist, told you that one simple, natural nutrient, taken at the right time of day, could not only support stronger potency but also deepen your sleep and restore some of the energy you thought you had lost forever? This isn't about miracle pills or empty promises. It's about understanding your body at a deeper level. It's about learning how your hormones, circulation, nerves, and sleep are all intertwined, and how one particular vitamin at night can play a surprisingly powerful role in restoring that balance. Think of it as tending to the soil rather than just watering the plant. When the soil is rich and well cared for, everything else, including your men's health and performance, grows stronger. Now, here's where things get interesting. Men over 60 often face what I call the triple challenge. Testosterone naturally declines, which impacts libido and energy. The ability to achieve deep, restorative sleep is reduced, making it harder for the body to repair itself overnight. Circulation, the very foundation of potency, becomes less efficient with age, especially if you have coexisting conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or prostate enlargement. The result is a vicious cycle. Poor sleep weakens hormone balance, weak hormones reduce sexual function, and reduced sexual function damages confidence, leading to stress and even worse sleep. It's a total down spiral. But the encouraging news is that this cycle can be interrupted. Modern research has shown that specific nutrients taken at night can work with the body's natural rhythm, improving sleep quality, restoring hormonal balance, and supporting the vascular system that underlies sexual function. One of these key nutrients, which we will focus on today, has been studied specifically for its role in improving both potency and sleep quality in men over 60. In this session, we will walk through the science together. You deserve clarity, not fear. You deserve solutions that make sense. And most importantly, you deserve to know that these challenges are not a sign of failure. So, let's begin this consultation together. By the end of our time, you will understand not only why this nighttime vitamin matters, but how to integrate it into your routine for better sleep, stronger vitality, and renewed confidence. Let's begin with the foundation, the vital connection between sleep and testosterone. Many men are surprised to learn that testosterone, T, isn't just a hormone tied to masculinity. It's also deeply tied to how your body restores itself at night. Think of testosterone as your body's overnight repair crew. Just as construction workers need quiet hours to rebuild a road, your body needs uninterrupted deep sleep to restore T levels. Here's what the research shows. A landmark study from the University of Chicago demonstrated that even 1 week of restricted sleep, sleeping only 5 hours per night, reduced young men's testosterone levels by nearly 15%. To put that into perspective, that's the equivalent of aging 10 to 15 years in just 7 days, simply from poor sleep. Now imagine how much more fragile this balance becomes when you're in your 60s, already facing that natural decline of T production. Another important detail, testosterone is released in a pulsatile rhythm during the night, with the largest surge happening in the first few hours of deep sleep. If you struggle with insomnia, frequent urination at night, or restless legs, you may be cutting off the very period when your testosterone has its best chance to recover. This is why so many men notice that when they sleep poorly, their energy, libido, and potency drop almost immediately. Think of it like trying to charge your phone on a faulty outlet. If the current keeps cutting off every hour, the battery never fully recharges. In the same way, when your deep sleep is interrupted, your T battery remains half empty, no matter how healthy your diet or exercise habits are. And this is also where stress enters the picture. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when sleep is disrupted. And that means elevated cortisol directly suppresses testosterone production in the testes. See the double hit? Poor sleep not only reduces your body's ability to make T, but it also raises a stress hormone that actively blocks it. That's a double whammy against your vitality. So what can be done? The first step is realizing that addressing sleep is non-negotiable if you want to maintain potency after 60. Your sexual function depends on your sleep cycle just as much as it does on blood flow. And here's the key takeaway. When we introduce certain vitamins or minerals at night, we're not just helping you fall asleep faster. We are protecting your hormonal rhythm. By supporting quality sleep, we are allowing the body to restore testosterone naturally, which in turn supports sexual health and overall vigor. If this connection is finally making sense, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me know that this kind of in-depth education is valuable to you. And if sleep has been a challenge in your own life, comment below. You're not alone in this struggle, and there are real research-backed solutions. Now, let's talk about the specific nutrient. When most people think of melatonin, they picture a simple, over-the-counter sleep aid. But melatonin is not just a sedative. It's a powerful hormone produced naturally by your pineal gland in response to darkness. And for men over 60, melatonin plays a much bigger role than just helping you drift off. It influences sexual health, nitric oxide signaling, and even prostate function. Here's what the research shows. Studies have demonstrated that melatonin interacts with the testes, helping regulate testosterone production and protecting those cells from damaging oxidative stress. But even more critical for erectile dysfunction, ED, research from the National Institutes of Health highlighted that melatonin improves the function of endothelial cells, the inner lining of your blood vessels. Why does that matter? Because healthy endothelium is what allows nitric oxide, NO, to be released. Nitric oxide is the body's natural chemical messenger for erections. Without it, potency is not possible. Think of nitric oxide like the green traffic light that signals blood to flow into the penis. If the light never turns green, the traffic stays stuck. Melatonin helps keep that traffic light working by protecting the blood vessel lining. This means taking melatonin at night is also about keeping the foundation of potency intact. Now, let's quickly talk about the prostate. Emerging research suggests that melatonin may have protective effects on prostate tissue, potentially lowering inflammation and improving urinary symptoms in men with benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. This points to an added, valuable benefit. Here's the reality. Melatonin production naturally declines with age. By the time you reach 60, your levels may be only half of what they were in your 20s. So you might be wondering, should every man just start supplementing? The answer is nuanced. For some men, a low dose, often as little as 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, can be highly beneficial. Higher doses are not always better and can sometimes lead to grogginess or disrupted sleep architecture. It's about gently supporting your body's rhythm, not overwhelming it. Here's a practical tip. Think of melatonin like setting a gentle reminder for your body. Dim your lights in the evening, avoid screens an hour before bed. And if your doctor agrees, consider a small dose of melatonin as part of your nightly ritual. By doing this, you are signaling your body that it is safe to shift into deep rest. And that deep rest is the soil where testosterone renewal, vascular repair, and sexual vitality grow. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. Many men feel embarrassed to discuss sleep supplements, but the truth is melatonin is not a crutch. It's a natural hormone that declines with age, and sometimes giving it a gentle boost can restore both your nights and your potency. Now let's pivot. When we think about vitamin D, most people picture sunshine and bone health. It's often called the sunshine vitamin because the body produces it when the skin is exposed to ultraviolet light. But vitamin D is much more than that. For men over 60, it acts more like a hormone than a simple vitamin. It influences testosterone levels, vascular health, immune balance, and even mood stability, all key factors that shape both potency and overall vigor. Here's what the research shows. A study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men with adequate vitamin D levels had significantly higher testosterone compared to men who were deficient. Another review in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism emphasized that vitamin D deficiency is linked not only to low T but also to higher rates of erectile dysfunction, ED. Why? Because vitamin D directly supports endothelial function, that inner lining of blood vessels that is essential for nitric oxide release. Without healthy endothelial cells, blood flow is compromised and potency suffers. Now, here's where the timing comes in. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it's best absorbed with a meal that contains some healthy fat. While most doctors recommend morning or midday dosing to mimic sunlight, some emerging evidence suggests that in men who have trouble sleeping, nighttime supplementation may indirectly support your melatonin rhythms. This is because vitamin D helps regulate the circadian system, your body's internal clock that governs both sleep and hormone release. Think of it like resetting your body's wristwatch so that everything, from testosterone production to vascular repair, happens at the right hour. Another key area is mood. Men who are low in vitamin D often report fatigue, irritability, or low mood. Depression and low testosterone frequently overlap, and both can rob a man of sexual vitality. By restoring vitamin D, not only can your T improve, but mood and energy often follow. This creates a positive cycle. Better sleep, better mood, stronger potency. Practical tip: if you are over 60, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D levels with a simple blood test. Many men are shocked to discover they are deficient. If supplementation is needed, discuss the right dosage for you. If your doctor agrees, taking it in the evening with dinner, especially if that's your main meal containing healthy fats like olive oil or avocado, can support both absorption and your nightly rhythm. If I had to choose one mineral that deserves more attention in men's health, especially after 60, it would be magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, yet nearly half of older adults are deficient. Why does this matter for potency, vigor, and deep sleep? Because magnesium directly influences nerve function, muscle relaxation, stress hormone control, and even the dilation of blood vessels that make erections possible. Here's what the research shows. A study found that magnesium supplementation was linked to improved sleep quality, particularly in older adults with insomnia. Another paper revealed that men with higher magnesium levels also had higher testosterone levels compared to those who were deficient. And when it comes to erections, magnesium supports nitric oxide synthesis, the very pathway that allows blood to flow freely into the penis. Without enough magnesium, blood vessels remain tense, and smooth muscle relaxation, a key part of achieving an erection, is impaired. Think of magnesium like the oil that keeps the gears of a machine moving smoothly. Without oil, the gears grind, squeak, and eventually lock up. In the body, that translates to tight muscles, restless nights, and poor blood vessel relaxation. With adequate magnesium, the system flows freely, sleep becomes deeper, stress hormones like cortisol lower, and erections become easier to achieve by tackling the triple challenge of low T, poor sleep, and compromised circulation using melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium, all optimized for your nighttime rhythm. You are not just treating a symptom, you are optimizing your body's foundational health. Your journey to reclaim your energy, your confidence, and your intimate life starts tonight. Consult your doctor about these key nutrients, commit to improving your sleep hygiene, and remember, you deserve to feel strong and vital at any age. Chronically elevated cortisol disrupts both sleep and testosterone production. Here's the good news. Magnesium helps regulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, your body's core stress response system. By calming this axis at night, magnesium allows your body to slip into restorative deep sleep while also creating a hormonal environment more favorable for T. How can you get more? Magnesium, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources. But here's the challenge. As we age, absorption of magnesium in the gut decreases, and common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can increase losses. That's why supplementation is sometimes necessary. Among the many forms of magnesium, magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are often better tolerated at night. They are absorbed well and tend to promote relaxation without causing digestive upset. Here's a practical tip. Consider taking magnesium about an hour before bedtime, ideally with a light snack or warm herbal tea. This signals to your body that it is time to unwind. Many men report not only falling asleep faster, but also experiencing fewer nighttime awakenings. Over time, this consistent deeper sleep allows testosterone levels to stabilize and vascular function to improve, both critical for potency and vigor. Remember, the goal is not to take a handful of pills and hope for the best. It's about choosing targeted nutrients that work with your body's natural rhythm. Magnesium, when taken at night, supports the very systems, sleep, hormones, and circulation, that men over 60 need most. If this has been helpful so far, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It tells me that content like this is valuable for you, and it helps us spread clear, evidence-based information to more men who may be struggling silently. Up until now, we've been talking about hormones and sleep, but there's another crucial piece of the puzzle: circulation. At its core, potency is a vascular event. Erections happen when blood vessels open up and allow blood to rush into the penile tissue where it's trapped and held firm. Without healthy circulation, even normal testosterone levels cannot guarantee strong erections. This is why men with diabetes, high blood pressure, or atherosclerosis often struggle with erectile dysfunction, ED, even if their hormone levels are within range. The molecule that makes erections possible is nitric oxide, NO, produced by the lining of your blood vessels. No signals the smooth muscle of the penile arteries to relax, allowing blood to surge in. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology emphasized that ED is often one of the earliest warning signs of vascular disease, sometimes appearing years before heart problems. In other words, your erection is like a window into your vascular health. Now, how do sleep and our nighttime vitamins come into play? During deep sleep, the body repairs endothelial cells, those same blood vessel linings that produce nitric oxide. Nutrients like melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium all support this process. Taken together at night, these nutrients work during the exact hours your body is designed to heal blood vessels and restore vascular tone. Think of it like repairing a dam overnight so that water can flow freely the next morning. If the blood vessel lining is unhealthy, erections falter. But when the repair work is consistent, blood flows with strength and reliability. Here's a practical tip. Combine nightly nutrient support with daily habits that improve circulation. Brisk walking, deep breathing, and pelvic floor exercises all encourage blood flow. When you add magnesium, vitamin D, or melatonin at night, you are reinforcing those daytime gains by giving your blood vessels the tools they need to heal while you sleep. So the big picture here is this: potency is not just about testosterone or desire. It is about whether your vascular system is healthy enough to deliver blood when the body signals for it. And the nightly window of repair, supported by targeted nutrients, is one of the most overlooked yet powerful strategies men over 60 can use to preserve vigor and confidence. We have covered a lot of ground, from sleep and tea to melatonin, vitamin D, magnesium, and the critical role of circulation. Now, let's bring it all together into something simple and practical. Think of your nightly routine as a ritual for restoration. In your 60s, your body no longer bounces back as quickly as it once did. You need to give it deliberate signals and resources so it can repair itself properly overnight. This is where the combination of nutrients we discussed becomes so powerful. Step 1. The cue. Dim the lights and reduce screen exposure. If your doctor agrees, consider a low-dose melatonin to support sleep, onset, and endothelial protection. Step 2. The nourishment. Ensure your vitamin D levels are adequate. If supplementing, taking it with a fatty dinner can help regulate your circadian rhythm and maintain vascular health. Step 3. The calm. Consider magnesium glycinate or citrate. An hour before bed to reduce stress hormones, relax blood vessels, and improve sleep architecture. This is not about chasing a perfect supplement stack, it's about choosing the right tools that target your body's needs after 60. Melatonin cues your clock, vitamin D nourishes balance, magnesium calms and relaxes, and your body does the rest while you sleep. Over weeks and months, this nightly habit can shift the cycle from decline to resilience, not reversing age, but helping you age with vitality and confidence. Ask yourself, what small change can I start tonight? Is it dimming the lights earlier, adding magnesium, or checking my vitamin D levels? The power lies in these small, consistent steps. Remember, sexual health, deep sleep, and vitality after 60 are not separate issues. They are interconnected threads of the same fabric. By optimizing your nights, you optimize your life. Don't let quiet struggles hold you back. Take action and reclaim your strength. But here's the exciting part. When we support these systems together, the body responds with resilience. Here's what the science shows us. One simple nightly ritual can set that repair process in motion. Melatonin protects your blood vessels and restores your circadian rhythm. Vitamin D strengthens testosterone and vascular balance. Magnesium calms the nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and deepens sleep. Taken in thoughtful doses at the right time, these nutrients are not quick fixes. They are building blocks for long-term potency and vigor. It is important to remember that these challenges are common. You are not alone if you are noticing weaker erections, restless nights, or low energy. Millions of men over 60 face the same struggles. And the truth is, it is not a personal failing. It is biology, and it is manageable. When you give your body the right tools, even simple ones like targeted nutrients at night, you allow it to work with you instead of against you. So here's the one action I encourage you to take today. Choose one small nightly habit to begin. Whether it's dimming the lights earlier, talking to your doctor about checking vitamin D, or adding magnesium to your bedtime routine, start with just one step. Over time, consistency matters more than intensity. Small changes practiced nightly build into powerful results. You don't have to be afraid of your body, you simply need good information. The kind that helps you make choices with confidence instead of confusion. And that is my goal here, to bring you evidence, clarity, and encouragement. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay committed to your own health. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more grounded, shame-free content because this is the kind of conversation I have with men in the clinic every day, and I want you to benefit too. Hit that subscribe button now. I'm Dr. Emily Carter. I will see you in the next one. Until then, remember, your nights can be restorative, your mornings can be strong, and your health can be nurtured at any age.